Seen probably 30, maybe more doctors.
35 doctors.
About 15 doctors.
I've spent over $100,000 out of pocket.
$150,000.
$75,000 to $100,000.
I was misdiagnosed for 3 years.
5 years, 14 years,
15 years.
It's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Unbelievable. That was a clip from a documentary about Lyme disease. It is called Under Our Skin. It has won awards at film festivals all over the world. And unfortunately, the stories in this movie are common. Just ask our next guests.
Yeah, they're on a mission to show the film across the state and raise awareness about this debilitating and deadly disease. Rhonda Arndorfer's son was just diagnosed with Lyme disease after, what, 4 years of misdiagnosis?
4 to 5 years.
Wow, she's here along with Lauren Egler from the Chicago Lyme Support Group. And you're going through your own battle still with Lyme disease, right, Lauren?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, you just received some treatment on your
I'm
arm.
on IV therapy now, yeah. I was, my doctors figure I've had it since I was in high school, but I wasn't diagnosed till I was 40.
That's unbelievable. And you have 4 children. You were saying that it's something that can be passed through the placenta, through breast milk. All 4 of them have been tested, and 3 actively have Lyme disease.
The other one is dormant, right?
Is dormant.
Yeah.
How does that happen? I mean, we saw in the film, we're hearing it from both of you, that it's taken years and years and years, in some cases, you know, 20 years for a diagnosis for Lyme disease.
Well, my son had the test for Lyme disease, and it came back negative. So we believed that he didn't have Lyme, and we went on looking and looking and searching for doctor after doctor, until finally I realized that the test doesn't come back right 55% of the time. Doing my own research, I found that statistic and found a testing company out of California and researched a doctor in New York City and took him to the doctor to get the test.
So you would know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, so the test is a lot of times wrong when you initially take it. And it's actually important to get a quick diagnosis, particularly with this disease, right?
Absolutely, and that's the problem, is doctors aren't looking for it. If they were looking for it, people wouldn't get so sick.
Because what are some of the common misdiagnoses for Lyme disease? People were saying in the film clips, MS, ALS, fibromyalgia, Parkinson's,
chronic fatigue, lupus, Epstein-Barr virus, rheumatoid arthritis.
What are some of the symptoms or signs that you might have Lyme disease?
Profound fatigue, headaches, joint pain, cognitive issues, flu-like symptoms, night sweats.
Depending on your co-infection, it can be different. So everybody is a little different. In my son's case, it was attacking his organs, so his breathing, his heart, his mind, and his stomach. So we took him to a number of different doctors thinking that maybe he had Crohn's disease. I mean, he was tested for just about everything, and they never found anything wrong with him.
And is it always that serious? I mean, your son is very, very, very sick.
It takes a long time to get this sick, but it's
a
been
long
years that he's been going to the doctors.
How do you get Lyme disease? Is it from being bitten by a tick when you're in the woods? I mean, that's kind of the first thing that I think of. Is that right?
It is.
It's a common transmission. There is evidence showing that any biting insect that can hold bacteria in its gut can transmit Lyme disease. As mentioned, a lot of people don't know that they have it. They have chronic fatigue, lupus. They give blood. Blood banks weren't screening for it, was my understanding. I don't know if they are now. But a lot of mothers don't know that I didn't have a clue that I had Lyme disease, and I pass it to all my children.
Let's talk about this movie, Under Our Skin, winning a lot of awards. Talking to you, watching some of the clips, I'm not surprised. You know, what is it about this movie that you like and that you think will help raise awareness?
It tells the story. It tells our story, and it brings awareness to people watching the movie that if they have these signs, they need to be tested, and you need to find the right test.
This movie is a phenomenal tool that Andy Abrahams-Wilson has given. And the people that made the movie, Lyme has touched their lives personally as well. And it's not just about the movie. They've become advocates, and they really have a passion for getting this word out also to everybody. So this movie, it's won awards, you know, internationally. But like Rhonda said, it follows several people's journeys. and so many people can relate to at least one person in there. Some people do get sick pretty quickly also. It depends on where the Lyme goes, where it decides it likes the heart, it likes the brain, it likes the organs. It depends on where it goes when it affects you.
Something we should all be aware of because it can happen to anybody. There's a special showing this Saturday. It's a Lyme awareness event. Here's where it's happening. At 5 p.m. this Saturday, there's going to be a movie screening. It's at Milwaukee High School Auditorium. It's free, but you must pre-register for the event. 262-695-2262. You also have a Create Footprints Walk that's in Libertyville coming up Sunday, September 27th. For more information on Lyme disease and on the movie Under Our Skin, you can go to lymewisconsin.com or also chicagolyme.com. Thanks
The movie,
for being here.
Yeah, I was going to say the movie will be offered again, right? And people can keep checking the website to find out if there'll be other locations where it will be shown, or they could even arrange for a showing at their location, right?
Rhonda's very passionate about it, and I'm willing to help her however I can with this. There is another showing in Madison in October as well. If people go to underourskin.com, there's a screening section there, and they can look up anywhere in the country that movies that it's showing. We're really working to get this in theaters. It's been in select theaters across the country, but the screening section there, and Rhonda's website for local events.
Great. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for
we appreciate
having
your
us.
time.